Hello, my name is Eden Himidian, and I am the Director of Education and Professional Development here at Wildflower Center for Emotional Health. And I am really excited to talk to you about our Advanced Clinical Internship and what an internship at Wildflower looks like. To get started, I'd like to introduce you just to our practice. Who is Wildflower and what do we do? Wildflower is a group of 45 plus mental health clinicians skilled in the practice of individual, couples, and family work. And we also provide some outpatient group support group sessions. We have offices for in-person services in Illinois, in the Chicagoland area, in River North, and in Oak Park. And we offer telehealth services throughout Illinois, and we also offer telehealth services throughout Colorado. Our specialties include perinatal and reproductive mental health, mood and anxiety disorders, trauma, sexual health and sexuality, and relationships. We also engage in advocacy, outreach, and educational efforts throughout our community. So what that looks like is partnering with other organizations in the nonprofit world, going into other organizations and into the community to provide education and training services, and importantly, offering sliding scale and reduced rate services at our facility. And our advanced clinical internship is a key way that we're able to offer those reduced rate and sliding scale services. So what does the internship itself actually look like? A graduate internship at Wildflower provides an opportunity to gain valuable experience in the provision of evidence-based, culturally sensitive, and trauma-informed psychotherapy. So it does include direct clinical practice, and that is one of the reasons why some previous experience with client-facing work will be necessary in qualifying for the clinical internship here at Wildflower. What an intern at Wildflower might expect to do is that clinical work, carry a caseload. So you'll work with clients on an individual level, you will work with couples and possibly family members and bringing families in for support as providing outpatient psychotherapy. You'll also be involved in our outreach and community engagement efforts and other educational initiatives. And you'll provide various aspects of our intake operations. Students at Wildflower participate in a variety of educational activities. So that means attending educational seminars on an ongoing basis, attending group supervision and group consultation, and of course, weekly supervision. Actually, before I move on, I'm going to break down each of these a little bit more so that you can really get a clear idea of what you might be able to expect here at Wildflower. The caseload consists of 8 to 12 clients on your caseload. So our interns work an average of 24 hours a week during their academic school year with us. So 8 to 12 of those hours, up to 50%, are direct clinical care. The public outreach and educational services can look a variety of ways. It includes building and establishing relationships with some of our key members, our key partners in the community, telling them about what we have going on and making sure we're up to date with all of their offerings and fostering genuine and caring and mutually beneficial relationships with those partners. Interns participate in the intake process, getting hands-on training with our intake manager and our intake team, and actually doing some of the intake work here at the practice. And the educational activities, the seminars, the group consultation, and the weekly individual supervision. So I'll actually start with the weekly individual supervision. You meet with your individual supervisor. Visualizations and process recordings and notes, and you'll work really closely with that clinical supervisor. You also participate in group supervision with a cohort of provisionally licensed clinicians on the team and any of the other interns that Wildflower is hosting at that time. And you'll also participate in group consultation with the whole team. So we have a variety of group consultations available, including a couples therapy consult group, an equity and social justice consult group, sex therapy, perinatal consults, and more. And those will change. They are subject to change based on need. And also we provide general consult group, but the interns really participate in those clinical conversations. And then the ongoing educational seminars that will be provided include the CEU seminars that we provide both internally and to the community. Our interns not only participate in those, but have been really valuable members in making sure those seminars are able to happen. We've had interns in the past who have been able to act as research assistants for those training sessions and partner closely with the experts in the field to make sure those trainings are as excellent as possible. Okay. The educational approach that we take. As I was saying, individual supervision is provided on a weekly basis and complemented by group supervision and other training opportunities. So what is the approach that we take in supervision? Just as we don't have one specific clinical approach that we have to take as therapists here at Wildflower, and we want to hold space for individuality, autonomy, creativity. We also are guided by evidence-based practices and research that's been done in the field. So the supervision that we provide is reflective, which encourages the emerging clinician to attune to those more relational aspects of psychotherapy, including transference and countertransference phenomenon, while also being provided more didactic teaching opportunities, including engaging in process recordings, where the intern is expected to record portions of their sessions to review and supervision, written case conceptualizations, and your supervisor will provide you with reading materials and additional resources to help inform your practice and help you develop into the clinician that you want to be. We really are guided by this belief at Wildflower that every individual is unique and will benefit from working with a psychotherapist who is consistently reflecting and asking themselves what carries the potential to be help versus rigidly applying an evidence-based practice without that reflective curiosity. And our work is guided by ethical care, and that means we are rooted in evidence-based approaches. Not, as I was saying, not all of the therapists at Wildflower operate from the same structure or evidence-based modalities. However, we do all have training and backgrounds in or several evidence-based modalities, including mindfulness-based approaches like dialectical behavior therapy, acceptance and commitment therapy, exposure and response prevention, as well as psychodynamic and relational approaches. We really believe in our therapists' resilience and creativity, and the clients that come to Wildflower, we believe in their resilience and creativity. And we want to help our interns kind of tap right into that and get hands-on experience in the process. As I was saying, we do prioritize those evidence-based approaches. And you'll be trained in those methods alongside the training that you are receiving in your graduate school education. So the trainings that we provide will be rooted in DBT, ERP, etc., to help you as a clinician learn how to take these concepts out of the manual and into the session in real, responsive, and ethical ways. Importantly, Social justice issues are an incredibly important part of our therapy practice and of supervision and of training. So we are committed to anti-racism and social justice. We are a sex-positive psychotherapy practice. We are kink and BDSM friendly and welcoming to all identities, including all who identify under the LGBTQIA+ umbrella. Students will be expected to critically examine systems of oppression and privilege and consider their role in working toward building a more just society as mental health professionals. In general, the Advanced Clinical Internship is a robust learning experience. Typically, our interns are in their second or third year of their graduate education program. However, we've also had fourth or fifth year students in an extended program. We are not able to host first year students, again, because of this really autonomous and clinical nature of the internship itself. While you have the support of the team, including your supervisor, your task supervisor, clinical leadership, our clinical supervisors, and the clinicians on the team as a whole, so much is expected of our advanced clinical interns. You're going to be the ones in there in the session, conducting your intakes, getting a sense of case conceptualization, diagnosis, and treatment planning, and most importantly, doing the work of psychotherapy. So for that reason, we do require that our students have some level of previous direct facing experience. But we are a welcoming, encouraging, and inviting space, and we genuinely hope to foster an environment where people feel safe to learn, supported in their learning, and excited for learning, because this is a really exciting time in a therapist's career. So with that said, please follow your school's procedure for the application process, either going through your field office or Office of Professional Development, or providing your materials directly to myself at the practice. And you can do so simply by contacting our intake department through that online form or calling intake. Good luck, happy learning, and we hope to hear from you.